Good day everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Tuesday the 8th of October 2019, and it's just after 11 AM in Singapore, and it's the daily analysis for spot gold and dollar yen. Let's take a look at spot gold. Yesterday on Monday there was a gap up at the start of the week and then fell right to the previous swing high here. The new weekly pivot is at 1494.46 and it crashed to that, and this was pretty late at night. This is the 4-hour time frame, and this is the opening gap, about 60 pips, which was very quickly closed. Let's move on to the 1-hour time frame. This is the late after 1 AM drop from below the monthly pivot, and right after it could not climb up above the 200 period EMA, fell to just above this previous swing high at 1487, hit a low of 1488, and that's where it's finding support now. Let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. So this was where the previous intermediate support wave was with the trend line, rising trend line here, and now potentially this zone is going to be the key resistance area with the monthly pivot, 255 period EMAs, and all just below the 1500 psychological level. So we'll see whether it's able to find support from this trend line as well as this horizontal trend line at 1487, and it could be consolidating within the 100 pip range to 1497. If it does break and fall below this support, then it could target the 1480 level. That's a previous swing low here as support, and as well as the daily 55 EMA, so about the 30 pip zone, support zone there. Alright, let's move on to dollar yen, and likewise the inverse for dollar yen is that it gapped down lower about 26 pips and closed the gap and continued higher throughout the day to retest the monthly pivot at 107.43, as well as the daily 55 EMA and the 62 pip retracement level. The weekly pivot this week is at 107.29, and it has now recovered from this previous low last week and climbed back up above 107, above the trend line and above this rising trend line. We'll see whether it's able to continue to find support at this critical area and perhaps continue to break out higher. This is going to be a intermediate resistance zone. Switch to the 4-hour time frame. Now it's going to be intermediate resistance zone here, and if it finds support from the 107.20 level and continues higher, then there could be another support from these levels here. Possibly down this area at 107.65. Right, so if it does fall below 107.20, there is support at 106, just below 107, 106.95. And if it breaks higher above the 107.45, then there's another intermediate resistance at 107.65. Alright, there is some medium risk news from the US later tonight at 8:30 with the US PPI figure, but the key one will be on Thursday with the US CPI, and a few hours, or not few hours, but earlier Thursday morning there's the release of the FOMC meeting minutes, and we'll see whether there's an outlook for potential rate cuts for the rest of the year. Alright, meanwhile, do check out my other video on Euro, Cable and Aussie dollar analysis. And until Thursday, have a good trading week and cheers.